Approaching 100 days in office next week, Mayor Brandon Johnson says he's confident he's laid a firm foundation, though he says it's clear there's a lot of work to be done.
It's been an exciting journey.
The City of Chicago.
City of Chicago.
He was sworn in May, promising a new spirit of collaboration.
Well, what I've learned over the course of these 100 days is that there's not a challenge too big and there's not a challenge too small for us to address.
This week, the mayor announcing one of the biggest decisions he's made so far, his pick for Chicago Police Superintendent Larry Snelling. Johnson says he remains focused on investing in constitutional policing and tackling the root causes of violence. Addressing root causes takes time, and people want to know what is happening right now.
Yeah, well, what's happening right now is that, again, for the first time in the history of Chicago, we have an entire office, under the office of the mayor, a deputy mayor committed to community safety. We have a new police chief that I'm confident will be confirmed. Everyone knows it's going to take all of us to solve the violence that happens in the city of Chicago. I'm fully aware of what I inherited.
Highlights of his first months in office, he points to efforts to boost youth summer employment.
So success for me is making sure that we are investing in people, and we can do that immediately, and we've done that.
The mayor moving slowly on delivering on campaign promises and rounding out his administration. And he continues to sidestep questions on his firing of Health Commissioner Dr. Allison Arwady, the city's top doctor and communicator during the pandemic, who was at odds with the Chicago Teachers Union over the timeline for reopening schools.
And I've been reluctant to talk about it because in fact, I don't believe it's moral. Because to discuss someone's termination, the consequence of that is that you are asking me to degrade or to be critical. And I don't believe the public space is the appropriate space to do that.
On another top issue for the city, housing asylum seekers, Johnson says he's working to collaborate with every level of government.
And we're going to continue to work to find more spaces so that, one, we can address the fact that people are living in police stations, and that's something that is still top of mind, and we're working to address that. But we're also working to make sure that we're addressing the unhoused as a whole.
And one of his legislative priorities remains the long-stalled Bring Chicago Home plan. It would raise the real estate transfer tax on million-dollar properties over the objections of some in the business community to fund the city's fight against homelessness.
Are there challenges ahead? Absolutely. Do I feel confident that we've laid a firm foundation to build a better, stronger, safer Chicago? I certainly do.
And with the first day of school coming up on Monday, Johnson says he is proud that CPS and the Chicago Teachers Union are finally working together. He would not discuss details on his long-term plans for CEO Pedro Martinez, but he says he's grateful Martinez is embracing the collaborative spirit. Reporting from City Hall, Gaynor Hall, WGN News.